Oh, yeah. Welcome to the stream, folks. It is Tuesday, and that means it's a Talk About Gear live stream with yours truly, Doctor McFarland. And we're going to talk about some recent purchases I made this last week. Hadn't even been a week yet, and I have acquired some more goodies for the studio. Really, this last month has been pretty good. The month of June is shaping up well, or something. So we're going to talk about all the cool stuff. You can kind of see one of them here. In front of, ooh, that looks nice. That's a nice color. Actually looks nicer on camera than, I'm not saying it doesn't look nice in real person, but in real person, this looks kind of chocolatey. But on camera, it looks more brownish, which I kind of like. So I guess it just depends on what kind of light that you're in, possibly. You guys come on in, tell me your name, where you're from, and what have you purchased recently, and or what is on your list of things to buy, maybe for your studio or your jam room or bonus room or just whatever you want. Because you might be in a band and you might just need stuff. Maybe you're a hobbyist that just enjoy the finer things in life or something. So yeah, leave me a comment in the chat. And I did one live stream so far. Let me check something here. Check. I think that raises the volume maybe. Okay. So I think the louder I have my master fader, the louder it should be on the live stream. Which also means I can turn down my headphones a little bit so I don't hear it as loud. I'm still learning a little bit more about the system I have going on here. And my camera goes away because I touched something. All right, hold on. Hold on here. Let's see what I did. Come back on. Come back on. Camera. Camera. Ah, there it goes. All right, don't touch anything, Nathan. Don't touch anything. So yeah, I'm using so recently, let's talk about what I got. I think I kind of talked about this last week, but this is the Studio Live 24 from PreSonus, and you can see the faders here in front of me. And the last few months, I had been using an Apollo setup, which was great. It's, all Apollos sound good. Crap. Keep this. Let me unplug something here. Okay. Stay still. Camera. Come on. It's working on it. There it goes. Sorry. All right. My cable's being finicky. So last week I talked about the new PreSonus Studio Live 24 board and moving away from the Apollo setup, which was fine, but I found I had to still use the mouse on the screen a lot to go into console and adjust faders and plugins and stuff, which is, it is what it is. But now I can adjust the live stream mix, for instance. I can turn on a compressor. I can adjust some EQ, yada yada kind of stuff. And that's all well and good. And I can turn that on. And I can turn on the compressor. And I can compress more. Okay. So you should be hearing compression. I can also add reverb. Hopefully you can hear that on your end. I can turn it back down. So there's just a quick little run through of how my live streams are going to be heard in the future. And if I bring down the master fader here, check. So that's going to adjust my overall volume going into Ecamm Live. Okay, I can also play guitar. I can also bring down that fader so it's not so loud. That sounded pretty good. I can also play back music from my website. For instance, I can do this. I can turn down the volume. Like so. You should be able to hear that pretty good on your end. I'm hearing it good on my end. Yeah, stuff like that. So if you're not familiar with my website, drmcfarlandstudios.com, you can go there and sign up for $20 and get doctor's prescribed backing tracks. I'm doing one per week for the full year, and I'm getting something on my phone. I don't know what's going on. And so yeah, if you want to grab an instrument of your choice and play along, it's a great way to practice and work on different licks and scales and chords and whatever you want. So you could say my website is sponsoring these live streams. Definitely go and check those out. I have music theory courses. Don't know why that's not showing up, but it is what it is. So all kinds of stuff there you can check out. And other than the Studio Live, this thing finally came, which is a Kiesel. Let's get it in shot there. This is a Kiesel. I'm burping up orange juice. I'm weird. It's a Kiesel Aries neck through, which means that this piece of maple right here is going from the headstock and it goes all the way through the body. And for some reason the camera just turned off again. Come on now. Work with me. Why is my camera messing up? Something is going on with this. Excuse me, folks. My camera is not cooperating. Should be, though. It should be cooperating. But it's not cooperating. I have no idea. I don't know why it's freaking out. But I better get to the point fast. So, all right. Kiesel, Aries, neck through. So, this is a 5-ply neck, which means the piece of wood goes all the way from the headstock through the end. Okay. So very pretty wood is walnut and maple. And it has beryllium in the neck and lithium in the bridge or something like that. All very nice. It's taking me a little while to get used to the tones. I can also pull out the tone knob here and get some single coil stuff where the instead of humbuckers. Okay, stuff like that. So that sounds good. I also traded a Fractal FM9 for a Axe-Fx 3 Mark 1 rack unit, and it sounds really good. So let me pull up the new Axe Edit. Oh, it is disconnected at the moment because of reasons. Because I don't have the USB cable plugged in. But that's fine. You can just listen along. And I can click over here. I can see what amp I'm playing through, which I can't remember at the moment. This should be a Deluxe Verb Normal. But recently I was playing through a, let me change this to something else here. Not a Plexi, though the Plexi sounds good. There's a new Rev Gen Purple kind of stuff. Not really any clean sounds from this. I can go up, go over. Yeah, all that sounds good. But I'm trying to get to the Texas something. Yeah, Texas Star Clean. So that's the Mesa Boogie amplifier. Yeah, all kinds of different options there. Doc Aloha, been doing good. Kiyoki. Been really busy here in the studio getting demos and songs done for paying clients. And it doesn't pay, it pays way more than YouTube does. So therefore if clients want to pay me to make songs for them, then that's what I do instead of making videos. But I still plan on a certain schedule moving forward. I'm going to try to get Kemper videos on Mondays, Head Rush videos on Wednesdays, and Fractal videos on Fridays. Get it? Fractal Friday. Something like that. And that should keep a consistent pre-made video schedule, though I have not kept up with that so far because basketball has been on TV. And I'm a big basketball fan. I grew up playing basketball in middle school and high school. Wanted to play in college, but I just wasn't good enough. And I wanted to do music more. So I studied guitar and marched in the marching band with my trombone and stuff like that. So didn't play basketball in college, but I still love playing basketball. It's really fun. I finally have a driveway where I'm able to have a basketball goal without the ball rolling into the road and kids getting flattened, which is always nice. So I like to go out there and shoot when I can. And yeah, so basketball's been on, but thankfully that is over. The Denver Nuggets have won the playoffs and or the championship, I guess you could say. And it was fun watching grown men that get paid millions of dollars to put a ball through a hoop play. So that's always fun. But now it's back to business of getting projects done for clients and still having a day job, still having a family, wife and kids, and doing stuff with them. So getting in front of a camera and making pre-made videos has not been a high priority here lately, but I do try to get on once a week on Tuesdays and do this live stream so I can talk about gear and maybe eat tacos or something. This is a cool sound. Let's go to this other amp, which I feel like my amps are getting saved for some reason when I change them. Let's go to row 3. And what I'm doing is I'm using the front panel of the Fractal XFX. That's a Brit 800 mod. That sounds good. But let me go over to here in the T area. And I found something that I really like. This is the Thorndal Modern. This is a brutal amp. Ooh. I can plug in my wiggle stick here. My wiggle stick and do stuff like this. Something like that. Aaron Short's in the house. Howdy, buddy. And did you ever get the Prime? I might have found a bug in mine, but I'm loving it. I have not gotten the Prime yet. Maybe someday. Just get a tube amp. I have a tube amp right back here. It's called the Supro Delta King 12, and it's a great amp. I also have a Boss Katana right here. Andrew Collins is in the house. He is the residential Helix connoisseur. I am going to be trading some Wampler pedals for HX Effects here next week when my schedule opens up. And because I'm not moving the Wampler pedals very quickly, or as quick as I want to. They've been on the market for a few months now, and just no one's buying them. But some guy was like, "Hey, I can trade you a HX Effects." I'm like, "Okay, let's do that." So I can hang on to the HX Effects for a little while, and maybe do some more videos with it, and then just flip it because I really don't need it. But if I can get rid of the Wampler pedals and get money from something else through a trade, then that'll work for me. The Supro Royale. I'm not sure what that is. Royale. Yeah, those are cool. Maybe the Royale 1x12? Possibly. I'm getting a tickle in my nose here. Hold on. Thank you for the mute button. That was great. So that would have taken me a long time to do on the with the Apollo. And I think my camera just went away too. No, my camera's still there. It's just not showing up in the thingamajigger here. Oh no, what's going on? Aaron Short is asking which modeler is the best. Whichever one you have at the moment. I'm still liking the Kemper a lot. I actually used the Kemper at church this last Sunday. And I didn't even have it in performance mode. I had it in browser mode. And I'm using a single, is the Bogner Shiva clean channel actually profiled from the Axe Effects. Because I can do that. And I actually use the morph feature to control the depth of the tremolo. So with it on setting 1, it's no tremolo. Then when I kick the switch again, it morphs and it brings up the depth of the tremolo, so I can get some tremolo. I don't have to assign that to one of the 4 effect switches, which is cool. Then I have 2 drive pedals, a delay, and a really long, spacious ambient reverb for like the more of the wet type parts. That just worked really well. So I do like the Kemper. This looks nice. It's got preamp, volume and boost, EQ, reverb, and a master volume. Class AB switch, or you can either go from Class AB to Class A, which is nice. It has a boost, a loop, and a verb something. They're switches. Some kind of switches. See what the back of it does. Effects foot switch, a boost foot switch. So that's cool. And a reverb foot switch. That's a lot of foot switches. But you could probably hook that up to your Helix and the Helix can control all that on and off type stuff if you wanted to. Possibly. Output power is 50 watts. I don't know if it's exactly 50 watts or not, but that's really neat. Anyway, I digress. Ecamm has a mute button. I'm sure it does. But so does my PreSonus Studio Live 24 board right here in front of me. That I can control volumes with the fader. I can hit mute. I never use that amp. I use it for our power speakers. Yeah, but you could use the fixed return of this amplifier and bypass the cab on your Helix or any other modeler that you have, and essentially use this amp as your power amp and speaker, and that would sound really cool. If you want to. Just if you want to do something like that. Try to get that concept across to people all the time, but it just doesn't, some people just don't know what it's like. I'm going to jam. I'm going to jam on this tone here. Let's actually edit it real fast. Let's bring the gain down, the bass down, treble up. Okay, that's kind of fun. Let's do the energetic groove in C, which actually it could be in G. If we look at the chords, it's G. Let me show you here on the screen. It is G, A minor, F, and C. Why does my camera go away? Boo. Boo. No, I don't want to add a new scene. Stop. Oh, cool. I can do that. Somehow my camera's not showing up when I'm in this view. Something has happened. Something has happened here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I could do that. but I want to go here. Ah, there he goes. I can make myself, I can make myself bigger. Anyway, let's save that. I should probably save that somehow. All right, anyway, we're going to jam to G, A minor, F, and C. Now, I call this energetic groove in C because G is the 5, A minor is the 6, F is the 4, and C is the 1. But you could think of it like you're in G, and G is 1. A minor is the 2 minor chord. F is the flat 7, and then C is the 4. So you let me know what key you think it's in. And let's go back here. All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3. Neck pickup. Whoops, sorry. Now, if I fade the music out, it should fade everything else out. Now, I did that in the console through the Apollo, and apparently I didn't do it one week. And everyone was like, hey, your music is way too loud. I don't know. Fun fact, I'm not sure who Andrew's talking about. Andrew, are you referring to me in third person? I'm surprised also with all the videos he did about the headrush pedal board. I never used the amp. I used it for speakers. Maybe you're talking about me. I'm not sure. I have a lot of headrush videos, and I'm going to have even more videos now that basketball is over. Can't beat a real amp baller sound of, yeah, that quad cortex you have just sounds horrible. You know, Aaron. But the problem is, if I wanted to crank up my Super amp in this room and put a mic in it, it would bleed all into my vocal mic and everything else. So it's you know, if you're playing live and you have the ability to turn up an amp, then great. But if you're in a studio and you have the ability to turn up an amp and put a mic in front of it, great. But if you're not in the situation, maybe you're in an apartment. I mean, Aaron, you live in an apartment, right? Or a condo, whatever you live in. It doesn't matter. Anybody out there that lives in an apartment or condo that you have very close neighbors and the walls are very thin, a mauler is great. You can do everything you need with it. That's why I still have I have electronic drum kit over here, F Note 5. I have electronic keyboard. I have a Boss Katana right here beside me. I got guitar plugins. I have an XFX3. I have a Kemper. I have a Headrush. I have a Blue Guitar Amp 1, which is a 100-watt amplifier, but you can still use the record out to play and record silently. So, all good stuff. Yeah, Apollo is nice and compact. Yeah, that is real strange. I don't know about the looper board, Aaron. I don't keep up with the looper board, really. Nice board, but it's huge. Oh, I see. I do appreciate you guys. But don't worry about me. I will get by with my little Headrush MX5. So this Kiesel has a hip shot trim system, which is super smooth. It's like all graphite and all pretty and stuff. You can bend the bar down, and you can also bend it back. And there's like a convenient little cavity right there that... Oh no! I just broke a string. Oh well. Time to move on to purchase number 2. I was moving the trim arm a lot, trying to set this thing up, so it is what it is. Anyway, on to purchase number 2. Let me hang this up here. That just means that I can do a video on how to restring a Kiesel, because I can do that. All right, purchase number 2. I got inspired by a recent Ken Haas live stream that he does every Friday on the Reverend Ranch. And this is the Reverend Air Sonic. The Reverend Air Sonic right here. So what's cool about this, other than being black and it just blends into my shirt, it has F-holes. So let me get a little closer here. You see my eyeball right there? Can you see my eyeball? So it has F-holes, or, you know, some kind of cutouts in the wings. And it does have a raised center section, which is solid, but the wings are thinner. And there's also some hollowed out spots for the different cavities here. Then it has the F-hole wing on there. So what that does is it makes a pretty cool guitar. And this has a Wilkinson trim, other than the other guitar that has a hip shot. And same thing, you can go down, you can pull it back, which it does hit the body at some point, so you can only pull it back so far. It's got a master volume, master tone, 3-way toggle, and a bass contour knob, which is like a high-pass filter in the guitar audio world, which just means it passes the highs and it cuts the lows. So bass contour, you're contouring the bass. And was this? It feels like it's the size of like a semi-hollow body because of the wings and then just the overall size. But the way my arm hits the body right here is just so comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Let me go back and choose a clean tone. I should probably just have my Kemper set up here so I can switch back and forth real easy. And let me edit that tone real fast because it's a little bassy. Turn up the treble, cut some mids. Turn it up a little bit. Now these are P90 pickups, but they're in a humbucker size and they are humbucking. So you don't get any of the noise like you would with a normal P90, but you get all the same characteristics of a P90, which is really cool. So you got the oversized body, you got the P90 pickups, you got the three-way switch, the bass contour, volume and tone, Wilkinson trim. You have locking tuners on the back. This neck is actually, it's not super thick, but it has a good meat feel to it. And even toward the headstock, it kind of gets thicker right here at the heel of the headstock. So it just feels really nice. Now, obviously, compared to a Kiesel, which takes like 3 months for them to finish, I'm never going to get like bird's eye maple fretboards or any kind of wild and crazy specs on these Reverends, but they are, mass produced, so therefore the price is lower. You can get these Reverends for about anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200, and to me, it's kind of like buying a Fender that's already modified. You already have the locking tuners, you already have the Wilkinson trim. Even the volume pot has a treble bleed circuit already installed. Most of the time you have to add that after the fact. Bass contour knob is awesome. So think of this like the bass contour is your high pass filter, and then the tone knob is like your low pass filter. Is cutting the high end as you roll it down. So for example, hear how it got really dark? So it's like a low pass filter. Then the bass contour thins it out, so it's like your high pass filter there. So lots of different tonal variations you can have. I'll turn on my tuner here. How long have I been going? 38 minutes. That's not pretty good. Do you think they will come out with a new Helix pedal board? I don't know. I'm not playing the MX-5 tonight because I don't have it set up. Doc is so rock and roll, breaking a new string a lot. Yeah. You know it, man. I'm so rock and roll. I like the new amps with the IR loaders. Yeah, the Rev 25 is cool. Looper board seems discontinued. I can still log into the forum and see activity with the looper board, so they might come up with a prime version. Who knows? I feel like I'm a little dark. I do like the middle position here on the Air Sonic. And then here's the neck. Now, if I had to choose between a Hipshot trim and a Wilkinson trim, Wilkinson all day. It just feels so nice. Way better than any Fender I've ever played, for sure. Yeah, it just feels really good. I can move it out of the way if I want. Now, my other Reverends, or all my Reverends, do not have stainless steel frets, and the Kiesels do. So eventually, this is going to be a keeper for sure. I'm going to keep this for the long haul, and so eventually, once I play it enough, to where I start getting some dips in the frets around my D and A and C and G chords. I will probably either replace the first 5 frets with stainless steel, or I could just replace all of them so they're all consistent. But I like the security of knowing that stainless steel, I can just play on those forever. I don't have to worry about fret dresses and fret replacements and stuff like that. So, all right. So that's enough about the Air Sonic. If you like this guitar, you can go to my Sweetwater affiliate. Links down below, and you can buy you one. I actually got this straight from Reverend themselves. I got it at a slight discount. This is one of their demo models, so I did get a good deal on it. I didn't pay full price. But there's only been a few guitars that I've done that with. My Sensei over here, I got at a discount. But the HPP I got from Sweetwater. I did pay full price for that. Even though my Sweetwater rep did give me a small discount. Because like, I'm going to review it on the channel, right? So I probably paid like $9.50 for it instead of $11 or whatever it was. So I got a small discount. But most of the Reverend guitars I do get. And I did get the Pete Anderson off of Reverb.com. And that was a slightly older model with a discontinued color. So I couldn't have gotten that through Sweetwater or straight from Reverend because I just don't make that color anymore. So therefore, I just went ahead and bought that off of Reverb. So, but just know that most of my Reverends are either B stock, used, or just discounted because I'm cool like that. But even if I've paid full price for all of them, it doesn't matter. I still stand by Reverends as being one of the greatest values for your money as far as electric guitars go. And these are workhorses. You can take these out on country stages, rock stages, metal, blues, jazz, whatever you want. And they will hold their own against anybody out there. As far as overall tonality, features, price, comfort. We got nice belly cuts here and arm cuts and bevels and just all of it. It's just perfect. I love everything about Reverend and what they're doing. So I will stand behind them 100%. Whether I pay full price or not, that's not the issue. But I do want to disclose that I rarely pay full price for any of my Reverends. So there you go. Do with that what you will. I'd wait until a refret is needed and then change them all. Yeah, I mean, that's totally fine. That's going to be a few years down the road. But at least my Kiesels are stainless steel, so I can move back and forth between playing the Kiesel a little bit more if I'm doing a lot of practicing, and then I can still pick up a Reverend and do all my cowboy chords and not have to worry about dipping into frets and all that different stuff. So let me actually turn on a overdrive pedal. Now these P90s, this bridge is a little hotter. It's pretty hot. I made a special Air Sonic groove in F sharp. So check this out. I recently got the Air Sonic and I wanted to make a song with it, or a backing track. Oh, here we go. Here it comes. There you go, guys. That is the Air Sonic Groove in F sharp, 112 beats per minute. So if you want to help support the channel and everything I do here on YouTube and online, then please go just pay the $20 for this year and get 52 backing tracks, one per week. Obviously, it's halfway through June, and I got 3 June backing tracks so far. I think there's 5 weeks in June, so I'll get 2 more for this month, and then we'll fill up July, August, September, October, November, December. And your $20 gets you all 52 weeks of backing tracks. And then I'll do it all again in 2024. And you can pay another $20. And it's just an easy way to support the channel. You get a lot of backing tracks so you can practice your chords, your scales, your saxophone solos, whatever you do. Whatever you want to do. All right, let's look at another recent acquisition. This is called the Glider Capo from Greg Bennett. Franklin Straps or Franklin Factory something. You can find these on the website. I was actually scrolling through Franklin's Strap. Let's do Strap Capo. There, yeah. Greg Bennett. You can get them on Amazon. So you can use my Amazon affiliate link down below if you want to get one. Let's look at what this is doing. This is going to Amazon. That's good, but I want to go to the website here. Made in the USA. Born in the USA, yeah. Acoustic end pin jack strap. Ooh, nice. And they also have washers that you can do really cheap shop by category. Let's see, that's straps. Anyway, I did buy it through this website, but There it is. It's the glider capo. So I did pay $34, technically 40 something after tax and what shipping or whatever else. I probably should have bought two. I could have got $10 off and free shipping, but I didn't. But what's cool about this is you literally put this on like so, and then you attach it right there. And now check this out. You can take your hand and just slide it up and down the fretboard. Or you can slide it all the way down to the nut. Which this has a really fat area right there, so I can't do it on this guitar. But let's just say I want to put it on the 12th fret, right? Or the 2nd fret. I can slide up. Slide it up. Slide it up. I love a good overdrive pedal into a clean amp. It just sounds so good. I can turn that down. Actually, let me edit this real fast. That's the compulsive distortion. I'll turn up the volume. Store. Yes. All right, save that preset. All right, cool. So yeah, you literally just, or you can use your thumb on the back right here. You can just take your thumb, slide it down, slide it down, slide it down, slide it down. Or you can slide it up, whichever way you want to do it. Let's go all the way to the 5th fret. A little Tom Petty. This guitar sounds so good. So good. I bought the Kiesels because they're really just works of art. They're great, just beautiful guitars. But when you want a workhorse guitar, just buy a Reverend. Buy a Reverend. It's going to be your everyday play it gig, rock and roll. Literally does everything you want it to do kind of guitar. That's my professional opinion, by the way. That's not for amateurs. This is my professional opinion. All right, so that is the glider capo, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw this guy give a demonstration. It was just a video like this guy. It was a different guy, but whoever it was. He was like, hey, look at here. You can just move it down with your thumb, or you can move it with your other hand, or roll it around, or do whatever you want. And I was like, I want that. I want it. Especially here in the studio, because I'm trying to get my headphone cable out of the way. In the studio, what I'll do is I'll play something in the normal cowboy chord version, and then let's say I'm in A, for instance, right? So here's an A. Even though I'm playing a G chord, I'm sounding like I'm in A. Okay. So now I can roll this up to the 5th fret, and now play like I'm in E, right? So I can do all my E-ish type voicing. Or I can roll it up and I can play like I'm in D. that's about it. That's about all I can do. I mean, I could roll it all the way up and play like I'm in C. And what I was really impressed by the video I saw on Facebook was he didn't have to retune at all when he moved the capo from position to position, which is more than likely what I have to do most of the time. I put the capo on, and now it's slightly not in tune anymore. I have to go and retune it and stuff. And with this, you just roll it around and... right, you can just roll it wherever you want. It's just always perfectly in tune, which is great. It's a great time saver. If my heel right here wasn't so big, I could actually roll it down past the nut just to get it out of the way. And if I want to roll it up and do different stuff. And so what I'll do in the studio is I'll record a pass with whatever voicing I'm currently at. Then I'll put the capo on and play the same part, but with a different voicing. And what that happens is different voicings means you're using different chord inversions. So the root, third, and fifth could be in different positions and therefore sound slightly different, even though you're technically playing the same notes as you were before. So if you want to get a glider capo, you can buy it straight from the Franklin website, or you can go on Amazon, use my affiliate link. And when you buy anything through my affiliate link, whether that's toilet paper or a glider capo, I get a little bit of kickback from that. And I appreciate any support you throw my way. Looks like there's a knockoff version for $11.29, a 2-pack guitar rolling capo. Sure. I mean, if you want to... Wow, $59 for a 2-pack? That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Not sure why these are so cheap. I mean, they're knockoffs of some sort, maybe. But anyway, do with that what you want. If you want to get a cool glider capo, there's an option for you to do that. But once again, all my live streams are here to talk about gear, answer any kind of questions that you have, and also just show you what I have available on my website, whether that's backing tracks, music theory, courses and videos, headrush videos. You can get room IRs of my studio before I put all the crap in here. It had a really nice reverb to it, so I captured that and put it in a IR file, so you can put that into a convolution reverb plugin in your DAW and get the sound of my room if you want to do stuff like that. And yeah, backing tracks, headrush stuff. I have some Kemper profiles available on my website if you own a Kemper. I have some fractal presets on there, and we'll be adding more, and also all the headrush rigs and behind the scenes stuff that I do with my headrush content. So anyway, all that is to say, my website is sponsoring these live streams, and I appreciate any support you throw that way, and also gain some knowledge on your end, whether you're wanting to get better at knowing what scales and triads and stuff are in music theory, or just learning how to dial in your amplifiers and pedals a little bit better. So that's a good clean tone. And then here's the OCD. Ooh, wow. It's stuff like that that makes me realize that the Axe FX 3 is an amazing unit, and it does so much stuff. It really does a lot of stuff. But so does the Kemper. The Kemper can get those kind of sounds. It has an OCD pedal in there. And this last week at church was really enough proof for me that I can use one rig and pull in some tremolo, pull in some delay, some reverb, 2 different kinds of drives, and that gives me all the tones that I need. I can also do that on the head rush, and I have plenty of rigs and videos showing how to set up those kind of tones. If I was playing in a band and needed to have like different set lists and different orders of things, you know, all these units out there on the market can get you those features that you want. But it's just very obvious that to me, if I can have just a good, clean sound, kick in a little drive, a little boost, maybe some delay, maybe some tremolo, I'm good. I don't need anything else other than that. So, whoops. So with that said, the Kemper will be around. I mean, the Axe Effects will probably be around for a few more months, and I can do videos on that and have some fun with it. But really, I probably just sell it off and pocket the money and, you know, pay off some of this guitar debt that I have or something. Because this, you know, Head Rush and Kemper, they sound great to me, and they do everything that I need. So that gives me some motivation this summer to, or what's left of the summer is, well, it's technically not summer yet because June 21st is the first day of summer. But anyway, let's just say the next 3 months, I really go hot and heavy on the Kemper Head Rush fractal uploading to the channel. And then after that, I can reevaluate and kind of start scaling things back down to where I just don't have as many maulers, and I can do content on other stuff. So you might see some slight variation on the channel coming in the next few months and throughout the rest of the year. And then in 2024, I can really focus on more website content, more backing tracks, more courses that teach you everything that I know that I have acquired over the last 25, 26 years of being a musician and all that. So no more comments in the last few minutes. So I'm assuming nobody has any questions or anything like that. We do have 4 people watching. So let's take 5 more minutes here and leave a comment or leave a question in the chat. Let me know anything you want to know about, you know, guitars, pedals, maulers, maybe recording studio stuff. Last week I went over audio interfaces, so I'll probably do another live stream here soon on like microphones. What kind of microphones do you need for the studio? So come on, guys, ask me some questions. I know there's only 3 people watching right now. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to leave a thumbs up below and also subscribe, because there's the bulk of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. And that is the case for the majority of YouTube channels out there. A lot of people will watch content, but they'll never subscribe. And it's not like I care about certain subscription numbers. I mean, sure, it'd be great to have 20,000 subs or something, because I've been doing this for a while. And but as long as I know that people are liking the content and you're getting some valuable information from my videos, then that's more than enough for me. But giving a thumbs up and subscribing lets me know that you're enjoying the content, and also lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content, so therefore they'll push my videos to other people, and I can make more Google AdSense money, and I can retire eventually when I'm 90 or something. I'm telling you, that's just butter. That just sounds so good. That's the middle position on this Reverend here. Oh, Dan. Wasn't subscribed, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that sound right there with the Wilkinson trim just sounds so good. Key change. Up a whole step. And up another whole step. There you go. Okay, man, just saying headrest should make you brand ambassador or contracted public. Sure, I'll take that. I will take it. Whatever they need me to do, I'm here to help. Here's my current, here's my current headrest setup. So I get the carpet out of the way. Oh. So since I sold the HX Effects, which I was using with the Amp 1, I'm now pairing the Amp 1 with the MX5. So this provides 100 watts of Class D power. That's going through a nanotube, a Russian nanotube. And I can use a record out. I can go to 8 ohm or 16 ohm out to a speaker, which is just like a regular amp. And then I do have the MX5 in the 4 cable method. Hence you see those cables in the back. So my guitar goes into input 1. So that's the first cable. And then you got 1, 2, and 3, which makes 4 total. 3 plus 1 is 4. Because I graduated kindergarten. And that connects over here to the input, the send, and the return. So that way I can have drive effects going into the front end of the amp. I can still have tremolos and delays and reverbs in the power amp section. And it gives me a nice, small, and compact way to have a real amp. But I can combine modeled or amp models from the headrush. I can do. I can only use it as effects if I want to, with the 4 cable method. So it's a very versatile setup. I did take this board to a jam session a few weeks ago, and ran it through a little Blue Guitar Nano cab, and that was a great little setup. So that's my current headrush setup. I did end up selling my gig board and pedal board. Just because I've made all the videos I need to make with those units, and I had them for a very long time, but I felt like it was time to move on. So I'm just using the little MX5 for basic stuff, and this thing still kicks. It still sounds really, really good. So don't think that I don't think the headrush sounds good, because it does. It does still sound really good. Yeah, so I got a slew of pedals I need to sell off. I have I got about 5 guitars I want to sell. I have 2 Chapman guitars, and 3 Reverend guitars. That I can't keep everything, folks, so I need to be selective here. So if you're interested in some Reverends or some Chapmans, send me a message through my website, or through Messenger or Instagram, or just Dr. McFarland at gmail.com is my email, whatever you want. Say, hey man, I'm interested in some Reverends or some Chapmans, and I will show you what they are. We will finalize the price and the shipping. Or if you're local to Nashville, you can just come pick it up. Maybe we can do a little jam and hang out if you want to. And all that fun stuff. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. And let me check the comments real fast. What's up with their recent lack of customer interaction? I have no idea. The customer, they're interacting on the forum. So if you're on the forum, you can go on there and check things out. Doc, how are you RIO at venue with that headrest set up? Yeah, so since it's for cable method, I'm using the record out of the amp 1 to go to the front of house. That's how I'm doing that. And it works. I do that set up at church. And just to adjust the master volume on the amp 1 to send my overall signal. And that's it. So thanks for the questions. Thanks for the hang. Thanks for being patient with my crazy camera just turning on and off randomly. It happens. But I am liking the new PreSonus Studio Live 24. It's working really well. I can control my microphone volume with the fader. I can control the microphone volume with the fader. And my DAW playback, my computer playback. I have all the core group of faders right here in front of me in a user bank. And also I have my reverb effects here. And my auxiliary inputs, which is coming from a Kemper and Axe Effects at the moment. And yeah, all that fun stuff. So thanks guys for watching. I am Dr. McFarland. I'll see you in the next video. Keep rocking.